As a new Genshin Impact player, you're probably overwhelmed by the amount of stuff you have to take in when you begin Genshin Impact. There's a lot of things that goes unexplained by Genshin Impact that you learn over time. Now for new players, there can be many mistakes that they might make and that might destroy their account forever. So these are 5 common mistakes that new players make that might destroy your account forever. Now let's start with the first mistake. Many of my friends have made this mistake of farming for artifacts before AR45, which can be really bad for your account as that could lead to you wasting a lot of resin. The reason why you shouldn't farm for artifacts before AR45 is, as you can see over here, there are 4 levels to your domain. Now the last level is where you get 1 artifact per run. Most people who farm before AR45 go for this one where it's not guaranteed that you'll get a 5-star artifact. People just farm in this, they waste a lot of resin for themselves instead of getting this for level 4, which is a guaranteed 5-star every single run. They'll waste all of the resin on this level, which is something you shouldn't do as 4-star artifacts are enough to beat those starting levels. Farming artifacts before AR45 is something you shouldn't do. Now the next biggest mistake that people make is pulling for characters that they shouldn't. For example, I myself made this mistake a long time ago when for the Kokomi banner. As you all know, she is a good character but not the best. Like, she heals and stuff, but you know, at the time I didn't need a healer, I needed a main DPS, and because of that mistake I now don't have enough wishes. And I made the same mistake with Child. I don't use Child at all. I'm okay with Kokomi now because she fits well with Yaimiko, but for some unlucky users like my friend, he pulled for Albedo when he had no place for him in any of his comms, and he just wasted all of his wishes where he could have pulled for A, Yaimiko, Ganyu, Zhongli, and so it's just a bad thing for your account. And you know how hard it is to get Primal Gems after you're in the end game. You need to see which characters you love the most, which characters you need for your account, and only then should you pull for them. People need to know that Genshin Impact is not a character collecting game. You have to choose which character you want and only then invest in them. Now the third mistake which many people make is not building the Serenity Pot. They think it's boring or not fun and they leave it alone. But I'm here to prove you wrong because of the rewards it gives. For example, resin, heroes wits. Like, you don't have to farm for all of this because you get it in the Serenity Pot, you get Primal Gems and everything else. Now you can start it at a later point, like at the end game and stuff, but Serenity Pot does take a lot of time. It's more of a daily thing, like the commissions and stuff, so it's better if you start early. That's what I did. I've always been doing Serenity Pot, but most of my friends, like till now, they haven't touched the Serenity Pot, and I know for a fact that later on it's gonna be really bad for them because they won't have the things I get every single day. You all should definitely start building your Serenity Pot if you haven't already, and here's a video for it that I've made that you can check out if you're confused about Serenity Pot. Now another mistake that I made as a new player was building characters that I shouldn't build. For some reason I thought it would be a good idea to level up all of my characters to level 20, like 40, even though I never used them. This is something you should not do at all, and because of that I'm low on heroes wits now and I have to use my resin on the ley lines to get more heroes wits and Mora, because in the starting you can get those Aquane wishes and stuff, I get that, but later on you need those heroes wits more than the Aquane fates. So that's a mistake that my friends didn't make, but I unfortunately did, and leveled up and wasted my Mora and heroes wits on characters that I shouldn't build. Now the last mistake that I want to point out is building the wrong artifacts. Now some may say that this isn't that big of a deal as you can use the artifacts that you built wrong and put them into the correct ones. Now you are right on that, but over time you don't get the entire value of your artifact into the new artifact. You lose about 90% of the artifact points, and over time that will build up and you're gonna be on a loss of Mora and artifact XP. Now I didn't make this mistake, but my friends did. They have really bad artifacts at level 20 for no reason at all, with elemental mastery on attack person circlets, and they're just wasting all of their artifact XP on using the artifacts which they shouldn't build. This is a case of many people who don't know what artifacts are and how to build them and what characters they need, for which sets they need, and a lot of things like that. Now I will be making a guide on that soon. If it's already been made, you'll see another pop-up here, and so you should be careful when you're making your artifacts. So those are the 5 biggest mistakes that Genshin Impact newcomers make that can destroy their account if they're not careful. But yeah, Genshin Impact takes a lot of time and effort to, make a good account that people can be jealous of, or else you have to pay, you have to use your real money, which sucks, which we don't want to do, of course. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscribe, and for more guides and entertaining videos coming your way.